This month for soap challenge is Peacock swirl. I rejoined, and what you're gonna need is a slab mold, a rake, this is a swirl stick, and then I got these pipettes. I'm gonna trim the end off of these so I can get more inside. And that's just to control your colors, so I can put lines across with better control. Because this is 2 inches deep, it's hard to get a little cup in here to pour right on top. And then the biggest thing is a slow moving recipe, and I'll go into more detail about this. These are my essential oils. It's orange, rosemary, peppermint, lavender, and lemon 5X. They are slow moving, and I'm adding this tapioca starch to them, hoping that it'll keep some of the smell. Use about 1 teaspoon per pound oil in there. This is going to be my grain. It's 10 grams of annatto and 5 of indigo. This is alkanet root purple, cocoa powder brown, 15 grams of olive oil mixed in to each container with powder. This is 5 grams of indigo, 10 grams of olive, and some wood up there in the corner. This is 15 grams of olive oil with chlorophyll powder, and also have white as a color. This is what makes a slow moving recipe. I'll use olive oil and lard, and the others is coconut oil and cocoa butter. And with my water ratio, I'm at 25%, 1.78 to 1, and you go as low as 1.5 to 1. And honestly, I think the lower the water, the longer you have for trace. It seems like it'd be backwards, but if you do the ghost swirl, the one that has more water in there seems to set up quicker. And then another thing to look for a slow moving recipe is your saturated, unsaturated fats. And I like to be around 40-60, so that's close. And I'll heat these up and then add my olive oil. And I have to subtract all those infusion and oil containers off the top of that. Now I'm just melting my hard oils and butters, and I'll mix my lye water. And once these are melted, this is where you're going to add your olive oil. Take that 574 and subtract 105. And the 105 is from the 7 containers with 15 grams of olive oil in each one. And then add your olive oil and add your castor oil to this. And I'm going to soap at about 95. This is where I'm going to mix my essential oil in that tapioca starch in with the oil so it's mixed well. And these been sitting about 2 hours. I don't want a bunch of air bubbles. $94, $93. So my setting's on low, and I'm just gonna pulse it until it's emulsified. gonna stop right there. And if you look really close on this, if you don't see like little spots, it's good to go. And just kind of look on the top too to make sure there's no oils floating around up there. I can see that white starch. And I'm gonna fill all these containers evenly. And I'm gonna put it on fast speed. I have 7 containers, and what I'm doing is just filling them all evenly. And I'm just eyeballing it from my countertop. This one's just gonna be plain white, turquoise, green, that was blue, purple, kind of burgundy, and cocoa powder. And I'm adding a little bit more cocoa powder because I want it a little bit darker. And these are going to be my 7 colors. Now I'm just going to wait for these to hit light trace. And another thing, indigo likes to set up quicker, so that one you might just have to come in and slow it down compared to the other ones and just give it a good stir. You see the shine on this, and then see those lines? That's light trace. I'm using a slab mold, and I just want to put lines going back and forth, and the closer I get to the top, I'm going to unify these. There's 9 bars, so I want to put 2 of each color for each bar. And I'm using little pipets to squeeze it out and just get a little bit better control. And this is where I'm using my rake. And I found this at Michael's store in the clearance section, and I had to cut it down. But you're just going to want to pull down till you go all the way through. And then carefully pull it back up, getting all the ends. I made this little guide, and I'm not sure if it looks any better than going freehand. I'll show you another one I did 2 days ago. So you start where you pull down on that end, and you do S swirls down. And then you join it on the top. And my light was pretty hard to see right there, so I'm not sure if I did better or worse, but yep, you just do the S's down and try to line it up with the other side. And you can see I'm getting a little bit off on the bottom. But that's how you do a peacock swirl. Set up, I'm covered up with some plastic wrap and throw it in my oven for a while and keep it warm. And these colors are all going to change as they get a little bit warmer. The one on the left is not gelled, the one on the right is gelled. You can see where the purple looks different and the turquoise. This is the back side of the slab. And I'll cut it down and clean up these bars. And thanks for watching.